Hi everyone, in this video you'll see stages from beginning to end of my miraculous cross-stitching box. The first photo you saw was my reference image. I may have had some adjustments at the end result to that one, but that was my reference in case you were curious. My reference is actually smaller than the final result here, so I had to do my own. So I'm starting my last panel for this box, which will be the ladybug panel. So what I've done is, because this grid is bigger than my reference image, I just, for the circle, it's 11 stitches in here and 11 stitches in here. So that's where I'm going here. Hopefully I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, did I miscount that? One sec. But, because I'm going to do a circle like here, this kind of a circle. So, I'm doing that row and that row next, I think. And I've made a little dot where I'm going to stop and do like the stitches across the side like that. Like I did over here. Like I did there, so that I'm not like having to cut the thread and stuff. So I just went and did stitches along there, and I'll do that same thing along here to this point, and then for this one, and then for this one over here, just using I just used a felt tip marker for it. But yeah, I'll double check I got this right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So then I'll continue a row like this, and then either I'll do kind of like stairs going up that way, or go all the way to that point. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to go this line, or do the whole corner. Yeah, but that's where I'm at with this final panel. And since it's just 5 dots, it should be okay if I mix up the order, but I will try and do it so that when it's on the box like so, it looks like it's intended to be there. So now, I don't know if there's going to be a line through the design for Ladybug symbol, but whatever. That's what it's going to look like. This is going to be the bottom piece, so that doesn't need any string on it. So, yeah. And yes, the frame looks a little different than the rest. That's totally intentional. And not a mess up that I made, where this is technically, this row here should have been flipped and that would have been the back, but let's just pretend that was intentional, and it's a cool texture effect, okay? And not that I messed up and didn't want to unstitch, you know, because I had messed up and I'm like halfway done, I'm like, I don't want to unstitch. We're just gonna pretend it's supposed to be the wrong way along the edges here. Alright. Actually, I think it gives a cool effect too. You know, changing it up, having this edge here, this edge of the frame being slightly different than the inside piece of this frame. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this cross-stitching box so far. Last panel, and then I can finally put it all together. I've been waiting to put this together since I started it last year around Halloween. So I can't wait. I can't wait for it to go together and be completely all together and see what it looks like. Because I've just like, I've been able to like sort of see roughly what it looks like, but you know, I want to see what it actually looks like when it's all together. I don't have enough of the blue thread to use for all the edges, so it's gonna have some multicolored edges. You know, and also I ran out of the purple I used for the edges. So yeah. Don't know what color will end up being what you see most of at the end result for this box, but that is where I'm at currently with making this box. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. So these are the next few photos of it coming together. And yes, it started looking like a stop sign and less like a circle, but I didn't want to unstitch what I had already done. And my white strands of thread were shorter than I thought they were, so that's why there's so many knots in the white outer circle thing there. And I used a felt tip pen, like I showed you before, to draw the design on there. And then I bought myself some new thread that's actually meant for like more like knitting than cross stitching, and so it's a bit thicker than the rest of the thread on that panel, the red there. So I did the outline, or the red part of the design first. It was around this point where I'm like, is this gonna look, this is kind of a cross between like Santa Claus and a Pokemon. Like if there was a Santa Claus Pokemon type of thing, and I was really hoping that at the end result won't look like that, but it was like, oh, this is giving Pokemon mixed with Santa Claus. So I really hope that the end result looks like the Ladybug logo and not a Pokemon Santa crossover thing. So yeah, and then I did all the dots together there. And I decided to add a line which the original image did not have, but I think it actually makes it look more like Ladybug's design. And this is what it looks like all flattened out. And lastly, you get to see the before and after reference images. So